So yeah, after yesterday with our little internet outage, I just have to apologize for everyone who got the replays and was at minute 22 in the meditation, and all of a sudden things went a little bit pear-shaped. So I'm hoping today I've tried to get into a different room in the house where I've got better internet connection, and hopefully everything will work out for us today. So I'm very excited about today because it's all about us speaking about blocks in the Akashic Records. So when I speak about blocks and the Akashic Records, you need to have an understanding of reincarnation, and to be able to understand how these events and things that we've created actually works in the Akashic Records. You go with the premise of the fact that, I mean, it's not a linear thing, but we perceive it to be linear so that we as humans can understand it. But it's basically about every single life has been created and you're at this point now. So there's all kinds of theories about parallel lives, etc., etc. But the point is that you are here and you have had multiple incarnations and multiple lives. And within these lives, you have made choices. And what happens is that with every single choice that you make, be it a positive choice or a negative choice, you create energy. So if you decide to make a negative choice within your records and you decide that, for instance, I'm going to go and create a vow, or I'm going to create some kind of curse or whatever, then you basically create negative energy in your Akashic Records. And what happens with that energy is that it pulls through. So it basically comes through with you. And you literally end up going through multiple lives with this energy attached to you until you learn that lesson. Okay, so you've got multiple negative things that you've created, but you also have positive things that you created. So just also understand that for me, it's very important. It's not just all gloom and doom and like crap everywhere in your Akashic Records. How's it, Ash? It's actually about like also having positive experiences and good things. We'll talk a bit about that later tomorrow when we start speaking about inner wisdom. We're going to talk about the positive things, but we have to deal with the negative things that is in the Akashic Records. So if you can now imagine, if you've created for instance, a vow of obedience, and you now go through lifetimes where every single time in that lifetime, you're creating the same thing. You'll replicate it in a similar way. You bring that energy with you in a similar way. Okay. And then you have to deal with the consequences of that energy. You have to deal with the lessons associated with that. Okay. So the whole point is that until you learn the lesson and your soul's going, shot, we did this, you're going to keep on dragging the shit with you. That's basically what it comes down to. And at the end of the day, the simplicity of it is your choices. So therefore, I always say to people in this lifetime, make damn sure that you make good choices, because you don't want to be dragging this through to the next life. Okay. So for me, the basis of it all is that there's two types of negative choices that you can make. So the one choice results in your power being taken away from you, and the other one results in you giving away your power. So if I speak about like your power being taken away from you, it might be a lifetime where you ended up going into a persecution environment where, you know, you might have been burnt at the stake, or you might have gotten hung, or whatever, you know, like anything where you literally got yourself into a situation where you had no control over the outcome there. Now, when I speak about giving your power away, that is where you made a choice to actually go, oh, there you go, have my power. So we're talking about stuff like creating a vow of obedience, for instance, right? So I'm in the position now where, say, my parents are saying to me, guess what, Yolandi, you need to now go and do this, this, and this because society says that. And I go, okay, well, I think they're right. Even though in my heart I know I actually want to do X, my parents are saying do Y, so let's all go and do Y. Okay, so then I'm literally forcing myself and making a choice to go against what my soul is wanting and what my divinity is all about, and to go with what society and my parents are saying. Okay, so therefore I create negative energy there, and I create some kind of vow. So many of us, and this can be stuff, we create these connections with like our parents, with husbands, with children, people that we love, with society, with groups of people, etc. So we literally make choices that take our power away, where we're going, I'm not actually being the captain of my ship. I am going, okay, well, I'm doing everything for you. Okay, and mostly we make these choices in those lifetimes out of fear, or because we don't know any better, or we think it's the right thing. It's about learning now to step out of this cage, out of what society has conditioned us to believe that we should be. And for me, that's a biggie, because a lot of the people coming through is really about like that thing about giving away our power. And the lesson, and the big lesson for me and for everyone, is about like being in your power, taking back your power, actually going, this is what I need to do to live my best life. This is what I need to do to actually connect with the deeper part of myself. Okay, so for me, we need to do this in the Akashic Records. We need to go and check, like, what did you create, and then how do we get rid of it? And until we get rid of it and energetically clear it, it will always be a struggle for you to move forward. It will always be hard for you to excel in certain aspects of your life, especially stuff that's related to what your soul is wanting and what your purpose is. Okay, so that's really important. I also just want to tell you guys like about my story and what I did with the Akashic Records to help me clear as well. So, oh man, when was this? About 4 years ago. I had been struggling years before then with public speaking. So I was literally like, if you put me in a room with people and I had to get up and speak, I would be like, I'm going to throw up now. It was like the most fearful thing. It was literally, I dreaded it, and it was really hard for me. And I couldn't understand, because every time I would do a play, I used to love being on stage and doing plays when I was younger. I was never scared. But when I grew up and I was in the working environment and I needed to speak my truth, or I needed to talk about stuff that I'd created or teach people stuff or whatever, I'd just fucking fumble into this little heap of like craziness. Like I couldn't understand it, because generally I'm a confident person. I know what I'm talking about, all that type of stuff. But every time it got to public speaking, it was the death of me, and I couldn't understand it. And obviously, being in this position of choosing to teach people, to speak to people, to bring my truth out there, I needed to actually deal with this crap. So I then decided, okay, let me go and see what's going on, and started working with the Akashic Records, and went in there and then basically saw where this came from. So I had this vision of myself in a party of people fighting. So we were like warrior type people, and I was literally walking out, and I saw that this was my cause, this was my truth, this was my thing I was fighting for, and I was out there trying to convince these people to actually like listen and be part of the truth and be part of the light and everything. And I got stabbed in the solar plexus, so just underneath my heart. I got stabbed there and I died. And for me, it was like such a massive realization that the reason I'm so scared of speaking my truth is because in my subconscious mind, I'm literally going every time, oh shit, I'm going to die if I speak my truth. Okay. So for me, when I made that realization, it was like the lights went on. It was all of a sudden like, this is not the truth. This is not real. I had this situation happen. My subconscious mind, my energy, my body, everything is still attached to that energy. So I need to let this go. I need to cut this energetic cord between myself and that moment, that when I had that happening. So that for me was quite profound. And I saw the impact on my life, because once I let go of that and I was able to work through the fear and go with the courage that I needed to step up again, now I can speak in front of people and I don't feel like I'm going to throw up and die. I mean, sure, I've still got butterflies, but it's nothing compared to how it used to be for me. And the thing is now that I'm allowed to speak my truth, and I'm allowing myself to speak my truth. Okay. But that was all because I changed this in my records. I changed that energetic connection. So therefore it is really, for me, this is like big stuff in the Akashics. And if you want to try and figure out, why am I stopping myself from doing this? Why am I giving my power away? go and look, go and find out. Okay, so what I want to do today is basically work with you guys to go into the records and to go and see, like, what is it that we can find. Okay, so, and it's about the distinction between, did I give my power away or was my power taken away? Okay, because if you chose to give your power away, you have to step up and take responsibility. Also, if you had your power taken away, that's a soul choice very often. Very often our souls are going, I need to experience this, I need to feel this so that I can learn from it. But energetically, we still need to disconnect from it, okay? Because if you can imagine all these little strands of energy attaching to you with all the negative stuff, and you need to one by one cut it. So what we never do in the Akashic Records is we don't go and like slice everything and go, ta-da, perfection, because that's bullshit. Okay, so like you work with what you need now. So what I always say is when I work with the guides, it's about what is it that my client needs right now? What is it that I need right now? So today we will set the intention of what is it that you need right now? What is it that you need to actually do right now and feel and let go of? And where are you losing your power? Okay, and once you do that, tomorrow we will start tying all these little bits up, because yesterday we worked with what is your soul purpose. Today we're going to work with what is it that's holding me back. Tomorrow we're going to work with what's my potential. So we weave all these beautiful things together, everything, and then we move on from there. So for me, even though the block stuff is heavy, it's like, you know what, once you've like dealt with this, once you've been courageous enough to actually go, stuff this, I'm actually moving forward, it's so liberating. Like, I cannot explain to you the relief I felt when I made the connection as to why I was so damn scared of speaking up. And now it's like, it's the easiest bloody thing in the world. So it's literally about creating freedom for yourself from all this shit that you carry. Okay, and we do this stuff because we need to learn lessons, and we do this stuff because it makes us a better person once we figured out why the hell we did it in the first place. Okay, so for me, life is all about the journey. Like, where am I going? What am I doing? How am I constantly improving my path and being more courageous and really being a better person for myself at the end of the day? Because if I heal myself, I heal everyone around me. Every time I take a step to be courageous and go, like, let me go of the shit, like, let me do this, let me actually connect with what's wrong and fix it, I fix everyone else as well. Every little step I take energetically affects everyone else. Okay, so for me, that's really important. So cool. So today, what we are going to go and do is we're going to go into the Akashic Records again, and hopefully, Mr. Internet, please be nice. And then we will go through, and I'm going to take you guys onto a timeline there, and then we will work with whatever it is. Now, as I said yesterday as well, the stuff is all about trusting the first thing that comes into your mind. So when I'm asking you certain questions during the meditation, please make sure that you don't try and now rationalize it and go, oh, I know I need to do this. Sometimes we see stuff that is completely different, or we feel things that's completely different to what we thought we're going in with. Okay, very often that happens. When I do readings for people, they say, oh, I need to figure this out. And then very often the guides come and go, they actually need to figure that out. Okay, so this stuff is really important. So trust that first niggle, the first feeling, whatever comes up for you, and allow that to happen. Okay. Right, so I'm going to ask that again. We just get quiet. So make sure that you are in a space where you can have a breather and just listen to me for the next 10, 15 minutes while we do this. Right. Okay, so for the meditation now, I want you to close your eyes. And I just want you to be in the moment and let everything, all the stress, all the worry, everything from today, let it just flow down off your shoulders. Let's do some breathing together now, just to connect with your heart and get out of your head. And you're breathing in, and you're breathing out. And in, and out. And in, and out. And just allow yourself today to see what you see and to feel what you feel. As I said before, there's no right and wrong. If you don't see things like you think you should be seeing, then just be in the moment. Just feel what you're feeling and just be there. And allow yourself just to enjoy this time in the Akashic Records and this beautiful energy as we're moving from 3D into 5D now while we're doing this meditation. And breathe in, hold, and out. And breathe in, and hold, and out. And one more time, breathing in, and hold, and out. And allowing yourself now to just let go, to surrender, working from your beautiful heart space today. So see yourself now in your safe space, your beautiful place where you feel comfortable, where you feel good. And just see what you see and feel what you feel. Allowing yourself to just be in this moment and experience how happy this place makes you and the beautiful feelings that it brings up for you. And just feeling your guide with you now as well. And me here next to you, and you feeling safe and happy. So now, again, find your little door that takes us through to the next dimension and walk towards there, whatever it is for you. Open up the door and step through and close it behind you. And as you're standing on the other side, just look around, feel your guides with you. Just be in the moment, now entering this beautiful place. Kia salara seko isha netiki alara masho tropo levara siti amateki alara washe aniate ka yalara paseko sendi alara emo seki alara so. And in front of you, the beautiful staircase. And slowly but surely, just start walking upwards towards the gates. See yourself up, up, up. Slowly walking, looking around, seeing what you see, feeling what you feel. As you take yourself through the gates, stepping into the beautiful Hall of Records. Allowing yourself to stand there. Just be in the energy, be with your guides. Tre la siya te ki ala ramashoko ne ki ala te mai. Ania o aia la vesia o. Enia o aia. And stepping forward now. And knowing today that we're going to connect with whatever it is that you need to connect with right now. We're going to look at what it is that is stopping you from stepping into your power. What it is that you allow yourself to give your power away. And just be in that moment now, determining, am I giving my power away each day? What have I created? What energetic connection have I created? How am I letting go of my power? What fear is there that is holding you back? And I want you to now see this timeline running through the records, all the way back from where you are now to the beginning of your timeline. And I want you to walk on this timeline and intuitively stop where you stop. When it feels ready, you stop. Today, we're not going to go into the how did this happen, why did this happen. Today, we're going into this happened. I am giving my power away. And I want you to tap into that feeling of not being in your power. What does it feel like? How does it make you feel? How does it make your future look? How does it make your day look? How does it make your past look? What does that feel like? And now I want you to visualize if it was the perfect reality for you, if you were in that space of ultimate bliss and completely in your power, what would that feel like? Find a moment in time where you were in your power and where you are 100% connected to who you are, your truth, your warrior self, your goddess self, your stronger self that you can be. Connect with that. What does it feel like? And in your heart, feel that right now. And just let it be there. Be connected to that beautiful, strong feeling within you. Kisiava sekotaia tana makia salara sosho tokuia va. Emose matia lashe korosete iate. And take that feeling now and expand it within your being. Henia, and let it run through your arms and your legs and through your crown, and just let it expand within your fields around your body. Nia walaya naya. Niawawaya Muniawa Eniam Muianayawa. Just allowing that feeling to take over the fear, to take over anything that is stopping you from being in your power. In the realization of your greatness, of your divine essence, of your being, allowing that to take any energetic connection on that timeline and sever it right now. This beautiful power of the divine, the love. Kia setra kia lara socho nekia nana dat kia lara masoko tekia nata yava sekala siama seku serasia secha lara siaka everoso shotoku yamaneki ala semayate aviasaki yata yata. And allowing that now to fill your being. Feeling yourself expansive in the freedom that you've created. Feeling yourself expansive in this feeling of being in your power. Kaselara sekiyalara no shoto toto yanati yamaya tekiyalara so shoto tatayalara tatan. Emia nakayalara wa se. Yase la la kose la raba sencho ko ematia la rana kia la rashoto toko yavara sencha emia la ra socho ko iane ami vaseko. And breathing in and breathing out. And now as you see that connection dropping, falling, leaving you, visualize yourself standing there in this glowing power of yours and this beautiful freedom that you've created for yourself. This connection with the divine, this ultimate light source. And allow yourself now to turn back and walk across your timelines and see with every step that you're taking how you're healing all the lives after this life. All the way stepping right back into where you are right now in this lifetime. On that timeline, allowing yourself to bring that power in where you are right now. I love myself enough to allow myself to be in my power, to allow myself to be the best version that I can be for myself and for no one else, only for me. Because I love myself enough. I am worthy of being me and being in my truth and being out of fear. Sekia solo shekorasiate aniate kalaya mate. And now, just being in this space, saying thank you, thank you, thank you to your beautiful guides, and turning around and slowly walking back towards the gates. Going through the gates, start walking down, down, down the steps, all the way back, all the way back to your little door. Open the door, go back through, and back into your happy space. Walk back to the point where you started from, and standing there right now, visualize yourself rooting all the way down into Mother Earth, taking your energy, making it go down, 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 connecting yourself all the way to the core of Mother Earth, all the way back up, and breathing in and breathing out. Visualizing yourself completely grounded now, in balance, in your power again, as your soul chooses you to be the strong, courageous soul that you are. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Give yourself a big fat hug now, being in this space, being in your power. Okay, awesome. So, I hope you enjoyed the meditation, and I loved bringing you back into this space of being in your power. So, based on all the technical difficulties that I'm experiencing with the meditations, I will be teaching the whole week and recording the meditations for you guys. I think maybe the sound bowls are a bit hectic, and also the energy, and that's also, it is what it is, and it gives me time to actually get deeper, to take you on a better journey. So I think that might be the key. So yeah, so today, working with the blocks, basically it's all about choices and what have we created, and that is the main thing. So tomorrow we're going to be working with connecting with the inner wisdom, the deeper wisdom of you, and getting into that space of how do we now combine being back in our power, understanding what our purpose is, and how do we move forward from there. So I'm very excited to be doing that with you tomorrow, and I hope you have a beautiful evening, and I'm yeah, very grateful that you're joining me on this journey, and I'm absolutely loving spending this time with you. So have a great day further, and we'll connect again tomorrow for your inner wisdom journey. Thank you, thank you, thank you.